Welcome to the High-Tech Investments News Report for Week 2. The news report covers some of the many investments projects High-Tech Investments is currently involved in so you can follow our progress. We hope you will enjoy this news feed and look forward to your comments and remarks.
Hi, Bo here, and welcome back to this week's news report that has plenty of news, plenty of updates, and we can even provide you with a bit of a discount this particular week. There's a discount from Ledger when you buy cold or hard wallets. That will update basically your crypto security. So that is one way to watch this all the way to the end. The other part here is the Trillant raffle is over for December. The BMW has been not delivered to the owners yet, but at least we know now that the raffle is on also here for January, and we know which car it is. We will have a closer look at that later on. We have made a video also on the profit retriever and actually the 3 top links. So copy links that you can go in and actually follow. We have tested them out also, and we'll give you a bit of taste of what exactly happened here. And then we have new parts, so also Solar Farm, we both have that. And we now also have the launch of the Solar Kingdom. We're going to have a closer look at that because that launched just 24 hours ago before we shot this particular video. So let's get started, and we're going to just start off with the yield notes, the quarterly profit of 5%. We already mentioned that in last week's news report that had come in. So one of the things that we did mention here last week, that we saw that some of the people that had basically withdrawal stock in there or affiliate commissions, from what we understand, they only got it basically back in the account at the end of December, and the 5% was not added to this one. Same thing happened to us. We spoke to Steve, and he finally came back to us. We have gotten this one sorted. So this is simply a reminder to everybody. So double check if you actually got the 5% of your entire amount, as some of the money in there has been locked or blocked because of the platform. You couldn't transfer them back into the main account, so for the masternode itself, and that's why it's a good idea just to look it over one more time. It could be a lot of money sitting there. Yes, you can take it out, but let's hope it will come in due time. Now we also have the market itself, and the market continues to move. We started off with 10% all the way back in November. Now, after the 9th of January here, we are now at 50% discount. So if you still want to sell your investment in yield notes, you can now do so by 50%. There's still some in there that says 30%. We can see some of them have actually moved in the week, in the last couple of days here also. So it looks like somebody is picking it up and do have some faith in yield note, which is great to see. Other people are getting a bit of money out, but obviously again, 30% out of what you had in the first place is not really recommendable. So, but if you want to know more about the marketplace and how exactly this works, we have made this tutorial. So this was at the end of last year, where you can both buy and sell. This will show you both, either or, and hopefully that will be a help to you also to figure out exactly what has to be done in order to put this up for sale. But for now, it is 50%. Now, if we go over and have a look at some of the Decenomy coins that we are normally doing the shared masternoding on the iHost MN platform here, we can see that the SAPP or Sapphire coin return on the investment is pretty stable at the moment. So last week it was 60%. This week it's about 61.8. So gone up a bit, and that's the return on the investment per year. On the shared masternoding, we have made about 2% in this particular week, which is obviously nice, but the overall coin development again here is not really going our way at the moment. So it was still a bit better than last week, but only by 1%. So we are still heavily in minus 83%. And the reason for that is the graph here, what it looks like. Obviously we have seen the big dips is already over. And we saw a bit of a retracement, but since then it has actually been going downhill, and it seems to be continuing slowly but surely, which is obviously not a very good thing. Having a look at P&Y, we can also see here a return on the investment per year is slightly up, 62% last week. Now we see that 63.7. So at least that is a positive development to take with you. Shared masternoding for the week, we did about 9%, so that is okay. It's dropped now below what we used to have, about 10%, but we'll take that anyway. But overall coin development is basically status quo, so nothing much has happened. And as you can see also here, that graph so is gotten pretty flat. Not much is happening, not very exciting to have a look at right now. The only one that has a bit of light at the end of the tunnel here is Birake or beer also, and the return on the investment per year is also up here from 129% last week to now 131%. And again, we have to take the small little percentages as good signs. Shared masternoding is also reasonable, so we are getting about 5% and a bit out of that one this week. Overall coin development is actually the one that has moved the biggest. Last week we had a new all-time low at minus 23%. Now we are looking a bit better, but we are still in minus. Now it's only minus 13%, so but still a good development. And it looks like this. We have seen that the overall sort of trend is still downwards, but just before we shot this video, we could see in the last 12-24 hours, basically the Bitcoin price has helped a bit on moving this in the right direction. Now, I mentioned in the beginning here also of the video that there would be an opportunity where you can actually earn $10 in Bitcoin, and that is through Ledger. So they contacted us here and said our referral link here for any of the subscribers, anybody who wants a hard wallet, cold wallet, as they are normally producing, which is one of the safest ones, you will be able to get the $10 off when you go in and go on their sites and then buy one of their products in here. Just make sure that the one in red here highlighted, it says a gift card, that you are getting it. Otherwise, just check your browser, because sometimes it could be that the browser is basically preventing from using the correct affiliate links. From there on, you can even make also another $10 if you then refer other friends. So both yourself will get another $10, and obviously also your friend will get another 10. So great opportunity here. And if you want to get started, then the video that we just showed you on the screen before, that is definitely a tutorial for you. It covers anything from A to Z. So where we are talking about both bringing money into the cold wallet, taking them out again, so that you know exactly how this works, and also exactly what you should have in a package. In this particular case, the tutorials for the Nano S Plus, so but they are fairly similar, only small minute differences. Let's have a look at the Bitcoin versus USDT, because that has been a nice positive development over the last week. Last week we mentioned Bitcoin was pretty stable around the 16,800. Since then it's slowly but surely been crawling up, and in the last day or two here we can see that it's now past the 18,000, so a bit on a decline again, but definitely it made it up above the 18,000 again, and we take that as a good positive sign. Elevate Pass, not so good positive signs at the moment, at least for the profit for the week 2, still 0%. And last couple of weeks we had a meeting here and also made a video with the CEO, Raphael. And he mentions that there is things coming, so in the near future for all the Elevate Pass members, especially some of the things on the CoinFriend portal that's going to be expanded on, and hopefully we can take a bit out of that one. Still no exact dates for when all the trading will be starting again, so but we hope to have another video with him, so before the end of this month. Now, if we take a look at the Trillant, we have now moved also into January, and that also means that there's a bit more tokens that you can actually take out of your platform itself. For December, it was $2,500 value in tokens. Now it's up to 5,000, and as you can see, if you're looking forward to February, we will now be at 10,000. 1st of March, it will be completely unlimited. Again, we have made a tutorial for this. A lot of people are asking for them, exactly how this works. And this particular one is also a tutorial, A to Z basically, from the platform over to the 2 different exchanges that currently take 3. And even we take it one step further, also back into your wallet. and matches very well with what we just told you about the ledger video here too. Now on the platform itself, you can still buy it at 5 cents. So on the Trillant platform, it hasn't really changed for the last many weeks. But if we have a closer look afterwards, you will see what it is on the exchange. Exciting part here is the $1 million raffle. Now the BMW that has been won, and we're not exactly sure by who. I think it's out there already on the social media. Most probably we will also see a bit of a picture when it's being delivered. But the next one is now here, and it's actually a Porsche that you can win. Exactly which model we don't really know, but I think anyone will actually do. All you have to do to be part of this is go in and buy, not from your Trillant that you have in your platform already, but basically a clean new buy, $500 or more in TRI, and you have to buy it through Coinstore or XT Exchange. You have to send it to the dashboard, and then you have to stake it on the long term, which is the 52 weeks we always talk about here. And there is more information on it. If you go into the trillant.com/raffle, you can find all the exact details on how this works. And again, apart from the raffle itself, you are obviously also making money. So with the 3 packs, for 4 weeks, and this is the short-term one, you get 1.5%. 9 weeks, you get 3.5%. And with 26 weeks, you get 11% over that period of time. 52 is the one which is basically locked for the longest period of time, and you can also have an opportunity to stake at a higher value at some point. At the moment, ours is at 13 cents, and you can see now it's down at 5, so obviously it's not coming anytime soon. Yields is at 50% per year. Those are the things that you can take with you. On top of that, yes, of course, you also have the TRI value. And if we have a closer look at the xt.com, we can see that now it has stabilized a bit more. It is currently at 0.00572. That is definitely way too low. It's not even 1 cent at the moment, so we are hoping for something to move forward. We do, however, see quite a lot of buy and sells, as you can see in here, and the highest one actually goes up to about 2 million. So XT and Coinstore is almost the same now. In the beginning, it was definitely XT that had the highest volume. We can see that Coinstore has definitely picked some of it up, and also the price for the coin is pretty similar. So again, 0.00558, so almost the same. And also here the high jumper is almost at 2 million. Again, we are looking at an hourly chart. Now, we mentioned earlier the Solar Kingdom, and what on earth is that? Well, basically this is the Solar Farm version 3, and at the moment things are supposed to be put together. At least that's what we are hoping, and that's some of the indications we have gotten from the developers. Exactly with the Solar Kingdom here, there is quite a bit of information on that, and we'll make sure also that we'll have a link where you can go and read a bit more about it, exactly what happens here. You can see that this was launched basically on Wednesday evening, and we have just put in 0.2 BNB just to see the platform itself start, because we are, as you know, already involved with version 1 and version 2. And we are also in talks with the developers here that we would like to see some of all these transferred over. We have quite a lot of BNB in there, and we don't really want to start over and over again every single time. So we will be updating you on this as we get more information. So right now it's basically what we see here. Now, Solar Farm 2 has also taken a bit of a hit this week, and again, because of Solar Kingdom, people are trying to get at least a bit of money out of the version 2, if it's panic or if it's basically calculated, so they can put it in the Solar Kingdom or simply just take the profit. I'm not really sure, but you can see the TVL has dropped quite a bit, 29% of this particular week, and that also means still our panels owns is up by 59%. But the panel value overall has dropped dramatically also from our side, from 389 BNB down to 263. And that means obviously a reduction of 33%, which is quite a lot. And that's also why we want to get the developers to find a way to move some of this over into the new system. Exchange rate also at 136%, so all red numbers almost, unfortunately, for the Solar Farm 2. If we have a quick look at BNB versus USD, it seems to have taken the same route as it has with the Bitcoin. We left it about 255, 260, so at last week. Since then it has been moving up and hit about $285 for one BNB. So it's coming back pretty strong in the last week, which is good to see. Solar Farm 1 also here is pretty stable. Nothing much has basically moved. We can see the TVL slightly up by 1%, so not really much of a change. Panels owned is up by 128%, and panel value and daily rewards is slightly down by 1%. But this is the name of the game. This is what we have been seeing now for the last many weeks on Solar Farm 1, and that's exactly why we want to see with the developers, if we can now see if we can get some of all these platforms put together in some way, shape and form. AI marketing, the first 12 days of January profit, still nothing new. We did see and hear some rumors again, which obviously could be positive, but nothing can be confirmed about this. And we will keep you updated on it. That's pretty much all we unfortunately can tell you about this. We were very excited about it when this was launched. And since then, obviously, both the war in Ukraine has had an effect on this because many of the developers were there, but obviously other things has also been influencing it. Now, we made a video this week here also, which seems to have hit the right spot for many people. We have gotten a lot of comments, obviously also quite good views. But the whole idea is to get the communication going about the robots. Obviously, there is many different types of robots out there. Everybody is claiming that these are making a lot of money. This particular one here, we see what happened when we tested the 3 best copy links that you can get from Expert4X, and you can actually go and link to them right now. But we got the set files and we decided to trade them. We traded them for more than a month, and we basically go through and analyze every single results for both the good and the bad. So please have a look at that. We will make sure that the video link will be in the description below as usual. Week 1 on the Profit Retriever has definitely picked up. It has almost picked up by double from what we saw in week 52, which is not really that strange. It was the holidays, so that is normally what we should expect. The USD Swiss francs up almost by $700, $692, 6.9%, so very good. Aussie USD has also done well, so with 6.6%. USD CAD 6.3%. Euro Japanese is very stable here also with 4%. And then the US 30 index, which we're trading, and that is really doing quite well also at the moment, even though it's in the top 5 here, it's 3.8. Overall, the top 5 has done $2,756 or 5.5%. Now we just take a look back, and we know that we have already introduced this last week in December, but we are getting some comments here also, and I don't believe that everybody understands why it is we are posting these both on a weekly and a monthly basis. Some say they don't really get it, but what we are trying to show here is which ones are the best robot signals to trade at the current time. And as you can see again here, we have the top 5, and we just use the top 5 at the moment, so not to overflow with too much information. You can see the US 30 was in here, and if we just team them up, the two graphs or the two pictures we have here, one of the things that you will see is that some of these are overlapping. So you will have some that has good profits in December, continue to do well in week 1. And we can see that the US 30 that was in top in December, it's still in the top 5 here in week 1. And that means that you need to go and have a closer look at it to see if this is the one to trade at the moment that provides the most money. So things are changing all the time. You can see the Aussie USD that was in 3rd place for December is now 2nd in week 1, and that also means that this one here is a highly profitable one at the moment. It's out of drawdown and it's moving in the right direction. Same for the Euro Japanese, even though it was in the lower top 5 here. So for December, it is still in the top 4 on week 1, and as you can see, it is making 13.4% in a month, and on top of that it made 4%, so just for the first week. So this is basically what you need to have a closer look at. Through our site you can go and find all these details, obviously yourself also from the post. You simply click on one of the robots here and it'll take you on to the FX Blue site, where you can dissect it week by week, day by day, any way you want. And on some of the videos that we have shared before, we also tell you that even though we have all these robots and all of them are running on demo accounts, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to trade all of them live and with real money. You basically take the top 5, the top 10 or the top 15, whatever you can afford, and then you trade them up in a portfolio. And if some of them are dropping down and not doing so well anymore, you can use our post to then figure out which ones are the best ones at the moment. So get out of the trades once they close and then move on to different currencies. That way you get the most out of the money invested itself. That's what we do on all our live trading accounts too. And you find more about that on the website as usual. So our website here both cover the profit retriever trading. So if you want to buy the robot yourself and you want to trade it yourself, this is even an indication for you to see which one you should start having a look at, which ones are making the best profits. Or if this is simply too much and take too much time, then you can go on the compiling trading service from Expert4X instead. And you can trade our signals there too. That's not a problem. Or you can trade some of the other signals that are there. At the moment there's about 46 in, so plenty of different things to look at. Now on top of this, Expert4X and Alice have also sent out a couple of videos this week. And one of the ones is the trading forum, so which is definitely one of the best and the best that we have ever been in here. So we really like Expert4X and the way things are set up. Not only can you talk to Alex himself, so which has more than 20 years in trading, but you can also hear and share opinions with other traders in there. And you will actually also get some free items once in a while. And that's what we have in this particular video here. So this is a strategy and a video, basically a tutorial on how you can also try and make it. This is a trader that turned 10,000 into millions. And this is in the free forum. All you have to do is register. You don't have to pay anything. And you can then watch this particular video. On top of this, again, Alex is calling for this copy link service. It is getting more and more popular because it is actually profitable all the way around. He is having a closer look at all the signals in there, and some of the signals definitely made 200% per month in the beginning. Now we believe that a lot of the traders and a lot of the copy traders are now moving to something slightly more safe. But still, there's plenty of signals. There is plenty of different currencies, indexes and metals to be traded. And you yourself can also adjust it within the frame of the program that comes with the copy link setting. So go and have a look at that, or go and have a look at Expert4X's homepage. There's a lot more information about it there. And that's what we had for you in this week's news report. As you can see, plenty of news, plenty of positive things. Things are moving in the right direction. Obviously, everybody wants it to go a bit faster, and so do we. We do hope to have a few more interviews, both with Elevate Pass and hopefully also get something on Solar Kingdom, because there is a lot of things happening and it's very difficult to report every single one. Especially on the Solar Kingdom, there is quite a few changes in there, and that's why we wanted to have a closer look together with the developers on how exactly they're going to manage the future. We do see this platform as a very, very interesting one that could be extremely profitable in the next couple of years. So for this time around, thank you for watching and hope to see you next week. Bye-bye.
I hope you enjoyed our news report. So please don't forget to like and add your comment below, as we would love to get your feedback. But before you go, make sure you subscribe to the channel and don't forget to keep the notification bell turned on. That way, you will never miss any of our future videos. We hope to see you back on this channel very soon.